Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Look at Indiana. These are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have the work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with the win.
Yeah, looking to stay unbeaten against this team. A win here would get them off to a 2-0 start in this 4-game season series.
You know, they've really dominated aspects of that first matchup, and victory tonight would keep the momentum going in their favor.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go on the court for Indiana. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovic. Down low, it's Young and Turner, and it's Collison at the point. Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal. Here's Oladipo after the made shot from A-Train. Shot's good by Turner.
You can see how comfortable Miles Turner is on the interior. He knows he has the size and length to dominate.
Fultz with the ball. Picked up by Collison. Pulls up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Bogdanovic against Covington. Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's tightly guarded. Young passes to Bogdanovic. 4 on the clock. Oladipo misses.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
To the inside. Here's A-Train. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Collison deciding where to go with it. Drilled from 11 feet out. It's all knotted up.
I'll tell you, he's really capable of doing some damage from that spot. Darren Collison, you've got to guard him or you will pay a price.
Covington against Bogdanovic. Pass to Fultz. Fires from 18. Here's A-Train. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
Already, I mean, we are seeing the full range of his skill set on display. Get ready for a big-time game from this guy.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Embiid throws it down.
Fultz not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
And so Collison will bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. Here's Oladipo. And Simmons with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's A-Train, ready by Oladipo. Turner with the steal. Here's Bogdanovic. It's not going to go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. It's Covington on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pacers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Collison kicks to Young. The pass to Turner. Now the dish to Collison. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Oladipo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The 76ers trail. Even though Oladipo didn't spend a lot of time on the Thunder, he does credit his time there, Doris, as a big factor in his development.
He points specifically at Russell Westbrook and the amount of work Westbrook puts into his game. So what did Oladipo do? He changed his frame and he changed his work habits, and that led to an incredible season last year.
There's Collison after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Collison finds Young to the middle. Oladipo uses the glass to finish the layup. Oladipo's got 5.
You get the sense Oladipo likes to take it right at the defense on the inside. He says, yeah, I can score against you, big fella.
Here's A-Train playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. Here's Simmons. Pass to Covington. Fires the 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's A-Train, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Tries from 7. Again, Philadelphia.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nate McMillan.
Well, Kevin, he talked about the importance of how tight-knit this group is. He said it's really starting to get to where they can read each other's minds out there. One guy can see another cutting without even looking up. It's a lot of fun to watch. We're hoping they can keep that fun up tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. So if their coach is right, their success today will depend on how well they shoot the ball.
And they're going to have to work hard at the offensive end to make that happen. Strong player movement and ball movement will be key.
Well, exactly, because you can have the most dangerous shooters in the league, but if they're not sharing the basketball, it doesn't do you any good.
And McDermott drops them both.
Well, Doug McDermott has bounced around since entering the league. He's been productive everywhere he's played to a certain extent, but he's looking to find that long-term home.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And with all the bouncing around, it's been hard for McDermott to get settled.
Right, we know this about Doug McDermott. The guy's a strong outside shooter, and that shooting should always find him in the rotation. This guy has got to grow as an all-around scorer.
And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more of. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
And here's Evans. Wilson Chandler getting his 3 to go. Evans dishes to Galloway. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, you love that Galloway is always looking to find space to get off a shot like that.
Here's A-Train. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
There's Galloway. He's covered by McConnell. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. No good from outside. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's A-Train. He's got 8. From outside, off the mark. Evans outside. Pass to McDermott. Down low, and O'Quinn kicks to Evans. With some arc, and he lays it up and in. Evans has got his first points of the game.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Here's A-Train. Back to McConnell. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's A-Train, covered by Evans. The shot's good from A-Train.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Milwaukee. Sabonis kicks to O'Quinn. Dishes it to Evans. There's Galloway. He's covered by McConnell. Galloway, no good. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Philadelphia, leading by 5. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
There's Sabonis after the made shot from A-Train. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Sabonis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's A-Train. He's got 12. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Evans. For Philadelphia, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he makes both free throws. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it to O'Quinn. To the middle. Here's Galloway. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy. And he's lost his feel a little bit.
A-Train, the pass to McConnell. Here's A-Train. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. 16 points for A-Train.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Well, they haven't had to force anything. They're simply moving the ball and working for the best available shot.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Some changes. Indiana. Here's A-Train. 16 points for him. Here's Simmons. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And so in the game for the Pacers. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovich. And it's Collison at the point. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Boy, you love to see Bogdanovich stroke that deep ball. What an accomplished scorer from distance.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Good defensive work there by Young. Pacers trail by 4. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Covington. Outside Collison. 5 to shoot. Oladipo outside. Shot on the wing. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Here's A-Train. And it's off from three-point range. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Nets put on a show. He ended up with 44 points, and there really wasn't much you could do to stop him. He shot it efficiently from both the floor and the foul line. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Hey, David, thank you. Any chance he can match that, guys, in that performance again here tonight?
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. His confidence right now is sky high. And he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he was the last time he took the floor.
Turner finds Collison. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Simmons against Young. Simmons, the bounce pass to the right side. Embiid, the pass to Covington. Hits it from three-point range. And now a 5-point 76ers lead.
Exactly the kind of ball movement they're looking for.
Collison inside, guarded by Fultz. Here's Oladipo, good on the bucket. Oladipo's got 14 points for the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Well, a big strength of this Indiana team is how well they take care of their possessions.
They were right near the top of the league, Kevin, in terms of the fewest turnover committed. And this whole team, to me, seems to play with a level of calmness and good decision-making. And let's give Nate McMillan some credit for that.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Muscala's checked in. .153 left in the first half of basketball. Poked away. And there's the call on Atron. That's his first foul. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Collison. Pass to Young. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up. You take a look at the A train.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Muscala dishes to Simmons. Back to Muscala. Covington passes to A-Train. Poked loose. Shot clock at 6. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Covington inside the line. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, that second unit was fantastic in the last meeting. They infused a ton of energy and, somewhat surprisingly, a lot of points production.
Simmons banked in off the glass. Simmons got 6 points.
Now, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Collison kicks to Turner. Oladipo outside. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. 24 seconds left now here in the second. Tries from 16, and again it's Philadelphia.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Here's Oladipo. Here's Young. The kick out to Collison. Picked his pocket. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers on top, up 4. Stay with us, folks. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A-Train has been sensational.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Markelle Fultz out there with A-Train. And it's Covington in at the 3. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Nate McMillan, Doris, a longtime coach in the NBA, has done his part in this Indiana Pacers rebuild.
Well, I think the first thing that Nate had to handle was the turmoil of the team after the Paul George deal, right? So he empowers a young core, and he deserves a ton of credit in the surprisingly good season the Pacers had.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Darren Collison.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
A-Train, the pass to Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's A-Train. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist in this one.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Collison finds Oladipo. Takes a 3. Collison, no good.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
And Philadelphia has possession. And here's Fultz. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. McDermott with a steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Young outside. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's A-Train. Guarded by Oladipo. A-Train, the pass to Saric. He kicks it to Fultz. Here's A-Train. He's covered by Collison. Fires top of the key. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. A-Train's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia. And here's Collison, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And O'Quinn slams it in.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Fultz the pass to A-Train. And it falls over the rim and in. A-Train's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Collison kicks to O'Quinn. Oladipo for 3. Wilson Chandler with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Oladipo. Now the pass to Fultz. Passes it to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists tonight.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Amir Johnson's checked in for Embiid. Smith comes in for A-Train. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Then for the Pacers, some changes for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Bogdanovich comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Langston Galloway. Here's Muscala. Misses off the left iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Turner, and he lays it straight in. Turner's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. A-Train goes back up. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside. Simmons got 10 points.
So what an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length so well when he's hitting the board.
Kicks it out to Evans. No good on the 3. Up in time. The shot, no good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams putting up points. 76ers lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The 76ers leading by 5, and so in the game for the Pacers. Sabonis and Turner inside. Oladipo teams with Evans on the perimeter. And it's Collison at the point guard position. Here's A-Train. It's good. A-Train's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Philadelphia.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Oladipo finds Collison. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And it's Evans missing. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Indiana. And great with Covington. He makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about winning and a true team play.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Evans goes in. Now the feed to Collison. Back to Evans. Oladipo taking his time here. Takes a shot at the elbow. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Three-pointer on the way. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The drive by Collison. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, you try to prohibit Darren Collison from driving because once he puts it on the deck, he is committed to capitalizing.
And he comes up with the deuce. Simmons got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers. And so Collison will bring it up for the Pacers. And it's Young at the elbow. It's Oladipo on the wing. Pass to Turner. Shoots over Embiid. Shot's good by Turner.
It's really hard with the length Miles Turner has for that defense to contest. Not much the defense can do in that instance.
To the paint. And here's a nice one-handed slam.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Collison. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to A-Train. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot.
You don't front him. Oh, computer.
Outside Collison. Kicks it to Evans. On the wing, Turner. Shoots over Embiid. Will not go. This is off the front eye. The 76ers leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Covington. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Evans dishes to Turner. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Collison. Outside Turner. Back to Collison. Just 5 to shoot. Over Fultz. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Here's A-Train. Guarded by Oladipo. Here's A-Train. Oh, the rebound by Turner.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Evans against Covington. Evans inside. The kick out to Collison. Over Fultz. And the basket by Collison. Collison's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Collison. On the pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Lets it go. Shot's good by Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Oladipo outside. And it's blocked by Simmons.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Down low. Here's Embiid. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Oladipo outside. He kicks to Young. Covington with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Evans with the steal. Fires from the wing. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Evans. Evans has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Fultz with the ball. Outside, Simmons. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. Pacers trail by 15. Now Collison. Down low. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
I'll tell you, when Oladipo starts to percolate, he is really tough to get out of rhythm. How about his scoring right now?
Tipped away. It's stolen by Oladipo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Evans.
Well, we know that Victor Oladipo is a combo guard, meaning he can play the 1 and the 2. What I like is how impressive his overall game is and the fearlessness with which he plays.
And Embiid gets it to go. Embiid's got 5 points in the quarter.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, A-Train.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. It would have served that team much better.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
He gets it in there. And that's 15 points for Joel Embiid.
I'll tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
They recover it. Out of bounds will be 76ers ball. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Wide open. And that one hits back iron.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
Again, Oladipo missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt. And we'll just watch the clock wind down in what will turn out to be a win here for the 76ers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for A-Train.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. That one goes in.
Boy, the strength of Victor Oladipo is on display there, effortlessly absorbing the contact. Nicely done.
Pass to A-Train. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Up by double digits, little time remaining. Way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
Oladipo, good.
Boy, this is why Oladipo is becoming a tough cover. Even on the drive, he's able to power shots in past the defense.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Fultz the pass to A-Train. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Covington's shot is off. And so Collison will bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 9 points.
Come on.
The opportunity when he saw it. 31 points for Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo growing into that clutch player everyone believed he could be. What great poise down the stretch.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Pacers. They're down by 8. 9 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
No, I think you're exactly right, Greg. You've got to take any positive you can get. You'd like to see them come together and build something, even if it's...
So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.